Hey Liz, and welcome to my bunk. It's not very fancy and we can't sit up straight here, but it'll serve. I just wanted to tell you that I so enjoyed reading the letter that you sent to me. And one of these days I will get around to writing back. But right now I am coming up to finals and I have 3 papers due this week. So as far as writing goes, it may be a little while before I actually get a letter in the mail back to you. And then once I get it in the mail, I'm not sure how long it will take for it to get to Turkey. I guess I will find out. I was actually a little bit impressed by how quickly your letter got to me. And that was cool. Be like, hey, this is my awesome letter with all the Turkey postage. And I was definitely impressive for about 3 minutes because I had mail from Turkey, from Istanbul. And that was really cool. I was telling somebody about you the other day, and then they started saying, oh, no way, it makes me think of that song. Guess which song? I'm trying to think who that was. Anyway, they were impressed, mostly because you made them think of that song. But you are impressive. You're an extremely impressive person. So I guess you're probably doing the Christmas thing and holiday thing there. So that's going to be interesting and fun, but I have so much confidence in your ability to make everything very spirited. I'm excited for you, and I hope that you will have access to many a Christmas film and wonderful Christmas music, so that you can have a very merry and bright holiday. I just finished watching White Christmas for the first time this year, and I know that you, for some reason, hate that movie, but I happen to think it is fabulous. It is up there with, It's a Wonderful Life. It is my personal favorite when it comes to Christmas movies. The clothing, oh my gosh. I want Edith Head to design a wardrobe for me, which is very difficult to do because she does not live anymore. She's dead, but I really want her to do that. Oh, the outfits and that, and the dance routines. Vera Ellen, man, she might have been like terrifyingly anorexic, but the girl could dance. I am so jealous of her skills. And Danny Kaye made Bing Crosby like break character and not be serious and laugh for like the first and perhaps the only time ever. It was wonderful. So good. I love that movie. And it's so much fun. I love it. I've watched it ever since I was a kid and thought fond thoughts about it. All the flowy skirts and that black dress with the giant brooch on the back and so good. All of it. So cheerful. So I hope that there are many things like that, if not that one in particular, because you do not have the palate to appreciate it, coming your way. And I just wanted to let you know that I think you're fabulous, and I love you. I'm trying to think if there's nothing particularly interesting is happening to me right now. So I will tell you an anecdote from my life. What has happened lately? Well, I will tell you an anecdote about bread, because that's... Gosh, who doesn't want to hear about bread? So today I actually went to the bakery that I run by most days that I actually run, which doesn't happen very often because it's cold now. And I go by this bakery. It's called Baked in Brooklyn. And I went to go pick up something because tonight was the premiere of TKC Theater's Hamlet. So I was going to go see it this afternoon after I got out of improv, which I didn't end up doing because I was late because I stayed for my notes. And then it was too late. They closed the doors. They weren't going to let me in until after intermission. And I wasn't going to... The first time I'm seeing the show, I was not going to watch just the last half. That did not strike me as wise. Or nice to do. So I didn't do that. But Corinne Cardasco put together... She wrote... Well, she didn't write Hamlet, obviously. But she's the one who, ordered it and abridged it and directed it. So she'd been working very, very hard. And she also had the kindness to bring me coffee one day when I was working. So I had this nice little plan that when she went at the opening performance of the show, I was going to take her a bread bouquet because she, like me, is a enthusiast when it comes to the consuming of bread. So I went to this bakery and I bought a great, awesome baguette, and I brought these great little French knot roll things that are delicious, by the way. That the bag is only like $1, and the baguette was giant, and it was only $2, and so I spent $3 and came out with all this bread. Awesome. Probably not a good discovery for me, but excellent. And so I took the bread and I went to improv, first half of which was kind of, second half of which picked up a little bit. I don't know what we were all doing today, a little crazy. But so got out of that, tried to go, realized that I wasn't going to be able to get in, which was a little bit of a bummer because Betsy was in there waiting for me, and I just was too late. And I was like, fail of life. So then I passed on the bread to somebody else, said, could you please give this to Corinne? You know, this is her showbread, her bouquet, as it were. And so I left it there for her. And then I get a text from Betsy later saying, did you bring bread as a gift? I was like, yes I did. And she said, oh, because there was a mix-up and it got backstage and all of the theater people ate it. And they didn't realize it was for Maggie, which technically wasn't for Maggie. I was kind of hoping one of the girls was going to bring, I was hoping actually to pick up flowers for her, and when I didn't, I was hoping one of the girls would bring them, which I don't know if that happened or not because I wasn't in there. But apparently my bread didn't reach anybody I knew who was part of the performance. So I failed when it came to bread. It goes to that old adage of, you know, if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. So if you want somebody to get a bread bouquet, you have to make sure that you're the one who hands it to them, or else all of the theater people are going to eat it. Which I don't begrudge them the bread. I'm glad they were able to partake of sustenance, and it's not like I spent a ton of money on it. But if I'd known, I would have brought multiple loaves of bread and personally distributed them to the correct people, and the theater people could have still had their loaf. So that is my bread failure. So when it comes to bread, if you want something done right, you do have to do it yourself. And that is the most recent story from my life.